let's pretend you're on the road with Major Lazer, and
Yeah.
I know there's so many corner cases. Like, we're on a festival, we're on a fly day, and you don't do very many bus tours. It's just chaotic with him. But for the majority of the time, when you wake up in the morning, like, I know what my life is like. I know what a guitar tech's life is like, or a tour manager. What are your responsibilities when you wake up in the morning on tour? Like, what do you have to worry about before showtime?
That's great. I feel like, when you wake up in the morning when you're on tour, I definitely think like it's a lot of like mental stuff as well, because I think you're going through like more things than you actually realize because you're on a job and you're trying to keep it going, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think you also like deal with like missing friends, because again, this is like forced friendships on tour. Eventually, you become lifelong friends, right? Because you've traveled the world for like a year, but you don't start off like that.
Yeah.
So it's very hard to kind of get into that whole thing. But I think like doing like the whole debriefing for yourself, like in the mornings when you wake up, is like really helpful, and like for sure needs to happen like every morning, right? And then I feel like just really maintaining your body, whether that's going to the gym, rolling out, or stretching a lot, like in your dressing or in your hotel rooms, taking long Epsom salt baths, like
I can't even imagine.
Yeah, and then a lot of times like you have to be at the arenas or even these festivals really early, because they'll have like, massage therapists there that, they can do work on your body, or they'll have chiropractors there that can like realign you, and like, because your body goes through a lot on tours. It's not only just like the dancing on stage, because your body's kind of conditioned to that. But I think it's more so like the flying, it's horrible for your body, or these buses that this mattresses might not be the most comfortable. Mm-hmm. Or, you know what I'm saying? You fell asleep on the couch on the bus watching TV and you forgot to make it to your bunk. Like, all these things go into play, right? Now I got a sore neck. Now I need to go early to the arena so that I can get this worked out so that I can be good for the stage, right? I also had a really rude awakening as well being on tour, because I was not a water drinker. That's some serious
flavor.
Shit.
Put some flavor in that water. Oh, I'm not drinking it.
Like, my idea of water for the longest time was Propel. Like, horrible shit, okay?
I've seen the commercials.
Yeah, I was legit coming off of the like stage after doing like full out shit numbers back to back, and coming off the stage and almost like barfing every time. Like, I was like, Look, I told wardrobe, like, I need a trash can on my side of the stairs because I'm gonna barf after this number for sure. I know it. So like, it was crazy because on the Miley tour, we actually had a couple of us dancers got together that like we all felt like we needed to drink more water because this show was pretty intense. And so we started to we did Lent, but we did 40 days, 40 nights where we just had nothing but water. We couldn't have juice.
Well done.
We couldn't have anything else but water. Unless we went to a club, we could have like a drink.
Yeah.
But we weren't.
You got to blend in.
Exactly. Extracurricular activities, we could have like a drink or something, but we're not just in the club drinking soda. We're drinking, like.
It's not because you're thirsty. That's not why you're drinking it. Yeah.
Exactly. So then I started drinking water, and it was like a bet, and I did 40 days. And ever since then I fell in love with water. It changed my whole life on tour, just like even actively, like just how my body was receiving like all the anxiousness before hitting the stage, like the adrenaline that you're dealing with, your stamina, like everything just like felt so much better. I remember coming off the stage and they had a trash can there, and I was like, good, I feel great.
Water's the cure.
Yeah, water's the cure. So so I would say that's what you start with in the mornings, like when you wake up, and then you head to the arena. You always have, obviously, catering.
Yeah. I
feel like normally you have catering. If it's like a festival or something, sometimes it's a little bit different. Sometimes they have catering. Sometimes you just get food brought to your rooms. And then, you just kind of chill and decompress before you're about to go on and hit the stage. Yeah. For Major Lazer, it was wild because, we just did the tour was it last year? Is that 2020?
Not last year.
2020. No, 2020 when we
really?
did the drive-in tour.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
We were actually doing 2 shows a day.
Oh, wow. You just fly in?
2 blown shows a day. Like, we were doing, your tour. We would drive or fly in, depending on like where it was. Most of that was a drive. Most of that was on the bus. So then we would get there, we would have a show, and then 30 minutes or an hour later, we would do a whole nother Major Lazer show.
At the same venue or somewhere else?
Same venue.
Oh, so it's like an early show and a late show, kind of?
Exactly, like a movie theater type
Yeah.
thing.
Hey, why not double up where you're at? That's
That
great.
was intense.